In her new book, a Franklin County woman describes cancer as an uninvited guest. It showed up in her 30s, stayed a while, and now her written story provides hope to other women and mothers who are hosting a health crisis.
Passive patients are less likely to get well.
In front of a room full of women, Susan Paris has a way with words.
You will meet women that will live.
Each person listens as she details the road that led her to writing. As a banker, she never thought she would be in front of a crowd beside her own oversized book cover.
I really felt like it was something God wanted me to do.
That something is a book she wrote titled Cancer Mom, and it's touching the hearts of women across the nation. 40 people showed up on a Thursday afternoon at the Franklin County Public Library to hear Susan speak and sign their copies. Each one has a connection to her story of survival.
Anytime you've heard the word cancer through a family member or through a friend, you are endeared to people who've been on that journey.
Barbara Robertson read Cancer Mom in one day.
She didn't gloss over how hard this road is. And I think that drew me to the book, because it wasn't just a, yes, I had cancer, yes, I survived. It was, here are the ugly parts of cancer, and I'm willing to talk about them.
It's like a lot
It doesn't get any uglier for Susan than two doctors misdiagnosing her uncommon, aggressive form of breast cancer.
His words to me, I'll never forget, were, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. And I believed him.
Susan describes the spot feeling like a peppercorn. It was small and solid, but over 6 months, it got bigger and bigger. She finally decided no matter what it was, it had to come out. That meant a third opinion.
And they took the biopsy, and the doctor looked at me and he said, we have several places of concern.
A few days later, Susan and her husband Stan got the call confirming what she had feared for months.
So my husband and I told him that day, we can't eat, we can't sleep, we can't do anything. You get on one computer, I'm getting on another computer. We have to learn everything we can about this disease. And that's what we did. And within 48 hours, I was accepted into 3 hospitals. I had appointments at 3 hospitals, at Duke, at MD Anderson in Houston, Texas, and at Johns Hopkins.
With 3 and 5-year-old sons, Susan thought she would pick one of the hospitals closest to home. When visiting MD Anderson in Houston, she learned researchers were starting a clinical trial. But the day she arrived, the doctor said,
that trial is closed. And I looked at him and I said, if I was your daughter, what would you do for her? And he said, I would put her in that trial. And I said, can you not do that for me? And I just begged him. And he said, I will. I will.
Susan underwent 32 chemotherapy treatments in 13 months, spending almost an entire year away from her sons. Later, she would learn it was worth it. She was given the drug and not the placebo. That drug, Herceptin, has been named a medical breakthrough. Susan documented her journey in a journal that would grow into this book.
When I was there, and I was a young mom, there weren't as many survival stories of young moms at that time, and I realized that stories of survival bring you hope.
Freshman Spirit Week.
Her story even brought hope to Reagan Hunley when doctors found a brain tumor. She immediately asked to talk with Susan.
She was very encouraging, and I knew that she had been through a lot. I want to listen to her because she knows, like, she just knows. She's been through the same thing, so she can just relate.
Give that girl a hug from me.
At the book signing, Reagan's mom, Julie, picked up her second copy of Cancer Mom to loan out.
She's just an amazing woman, and she's going to continue to reach so many people through this book and through her testimony.
They think, is it going to be a sad story? I don't want to read if it's sad. I don't want to read a sad story. And they'll tell you it wasn't sad. It wasn't a sad story. It was a difficult journey, but it wasn't a sad story.
This year, Susan will watch her oldest son graduate from high school. It's a big victory for a mom whose first prayer after hearing you have breast cancer was to live long enough to watch him graduate from kindergarten.
I think what I want people to realize is that utterly amazing things can come out of very broken places in our life. And we can't always see that. Susan, thank you for coming.
The path is very clear now for Susan, and she's helping others find their way.
Wow, what a story. Huh?
She has an incredible story. Her book is really touching people. It has 5 stars on Amazon, and each one of the comments, it's just like a paragraph of, women talking about how this book has touched them. And they're from all over the country. So she's making waves, and so many people near and far are touched by her words.
If she hadn't asked that doctor that one question, put me in that.
Will you put me in? And she really is an advocate for patient advocacy for yourself, okay? So she says, get copies of everything the doctor gives you. You check this yourself, what you have, and then whatever medicine they're giving, make sure you check. Because there were a couple mistakes along the way that she caught had she not had copies of all of her medical history and paperwork and everything that they had given her along the way.
She was her own advocate.
Her own advocate.
Wow, that's a really inspiring story. Yes. Thank you.